on a very, very simple meal. It's got a lot of back in the day flavors. My mom would always make a bourbon orange chicken, and it was a huge hit. So this is sort of an off take on that. I'm doing an apricot brandy chicken. And heads up, you can look in the liquor stores and the wine shops for those little, they're called nips, those little teeny tiny, like airplane bottles is probably what you think of when you look at them. And that way you don't get stuck with a big investment, you know. I've got some really nice brandy here, some all-fruit apricot spread, and that's going to be the base for our glaze. Really yummy glaze. It's going to go down over our chicken. Over here, I'm starting on my eggnog noodle kugel. And this is a big egg noodle casserole, essentially. I call it eggnog because I put in a ton of grated nutmeg and a little cinnamon, and to me, it tastes like eggnog when it's all done. So while this is browning up, I'm also bringing up some water to a boil. That's going to be for some baby carrots that we have all peeled up and ready to go in. Let's make our dressing for the kugel. Let me see how the noodles are. I pull them a little bit shy of done. You know, nice bite to them because they're going to continue to cook in the oven. In here for a pound of extra wide noodles, and you might want to get the no yolk type, you know, because you're putting a lot of eggs into the dish itself. I've got half a dozen eggs, a little melted butter, some sour cream. This is my favorite, cottage cheese. Now you can get a lower fat cottage cheese and sour cream, but I would stay away from zero fat product because that'll be way too sweet. Those can sometimes have corn syrups and fillers in them, and they'll have a really, really sweet presence to them. And I say all things in moderation. If you're going to have a noodle kugel, have the real deal. You mix all this together, and then you season it up. You sweeten it up with a little sugar. And then this is what makes it taste like the eggnog to me, other than the eggs, obviously. Lots of fresh grated nutmeg. Pop this down in there. Let me get a spoonula. Let everybody go for a swim. It's like a little kugel hot tub. Down into your baking dish. And put it in the oven, moderate oven, 350, 375, till it looks done, till it gets nice and crunchy and crisp on top. Now let's get to work on the chicken. Once the breasts are nice and brown on both sides. Ooh, smells delish. Then you add in about a half a cup for every 4 portions of your all-fruit spread. And let that thin out a little bit. As it heats up, it'll loosen up. This is important. When you go to add the brandy, take the pan off the burner, especially if you work with an open flame like this. Add it off the flame for a 2 count, or you could put it in one of those little nip bottles, or it's a couple of shots, basically. 1, 2. Cool, huh? Then you let the alcohol burn off. You let the alcohol burn off as it reduces. Then you add a little bit of chicken stock. Once it gets down to the bottom of the pan, it starts to thicken up again. Then you've got a nice flavor reduction there. Then I stir in a little bit of butter to gloss the sauce. Delicious! It looks so good. And then I put the chicken back in just to coat it and let it heat back through for a sec. Now watch. You take the chicken out, and here's the plan for the vegetables, why I just put them in a little bit of boiling water. Because those super sweet carrots, they're going to be equally delicious with the glaze. So you just go like this. And to go alongside, we have our beautiful noodle kugel, our eggnog noodle kugel. Lots of nutmeg, a little cinnamon, cottage cottage cheese, eggs, sour cream, a little chopped parsley down over everybody at the end. Hopefully your guests are so sweet they brought dessert and you're in and out of the kitchen. No muss, no fuss. 3-course meal in no time.